Hi Taurus, Scottish Gypsy here to do your weekly tarot reading for the 15th of August. I can't believe it's like mid-August almost. Okay Taurus, just before we start, please remember these are general readings for the collective. So if today's reading doesn't resonate, just simply check in for a future reading and it might resonate more. Okay, as always, I've prayed and meditated over your cards and cleansed the space, so we are good to go. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, the Emperor. Okay, so this could be your energy or it could be the energy of someone of significance next week, Taurus. The Emperor is the card of Aries. You know, often the Emperor is someone, they're in a position of, authority, looking after a lot of people. They have a lot of responsibility. Can be like a boss, a leader, can be someone, in a position of authority. Could be a judge, could be a lawyer, could be a politician, anything like that. Okay, this is what the energy of this card, right? But it's certainly someone who has, a lot of control, a lot of authority over a situation. That might have been a bit mysterious, because under that we have the Moon, card of Pisces. And then we have the Lovers, and then we have Justice. Justice. Okay. Major Arcana with Justice. Sorry, let me get this right, Taurus. More fingers and thumbs today. There we go. Okay, so we have the Emperor, we have the Moon, we have Lovers, the card of Gemini, and we have Justice, card of Libra. Now, this is just the bottom of the deck before we begin. It gives me a general feeling, Taurus. So perhaps there'll be some sort of, this could be you or someone you're dealing with who is, it could be something to do with love. We have, this can represent, it can represent a partnership. So this could be related to a partnership or work, but certainly could represent a relationship. And we'll get down to it, but we've got Justice here, so I feel like karma was served here is what's coming to mind. But something wasn't fair or just is what I'm getting from that. Okay, all right. Spirit guides, please show me the first three cards for Taurus week commencing 15. Two more, one more. Oh, Taurus. Okay. So we have the Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Judgment. Judgment, Major Arcana. So can represent, the return of someone, a resurrection. So it could be if a relationship's ended, that someone could return from the past, or it could be that you may have a big decision to make, a big judgment call to make, Taurus, and it could be in relation to that Emperor, or that Emperor could be your energy, take it how it fits. But your leading energy is one of grieving and loss. So the Five of Cups, you can see in this card, many of you could have gone through the ending of something recently, but there could have been some sort of loss, could be financial loss for some of you, could be the loss of a loved one, or even just some kind of separation is more what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like it could be related to this Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Knight of Wands, he's all hot and fiery and passionate and super duper exciting when they're here. But the Knight of Wands doesn't stick around often. They're in your life and then they're out your life. They're in your life, you're out your life. And whilst it can be exciting, they're not so great with longevity. So maybe you made a judgment call, or you're going to make a judgment call about a Knight of Wands next week. Or you recently have and they're returning, because we have got Judgment. It can represent a return because recently you've been in this Four of Swords energy. Which can talk about recovering from heartbreak, because the Three of Swords is before it, which is can, you know, mean separation or loss or something that's obviously heartbreaking. And I feel like you've been healing. But I feel like there's new love potentially coming into your life, because we've got the good old Knight of Cups. So it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like either someone's returning in this energy to your life that you previously have separated from, or it's new love. And you're thinking about it though. Seven of Pentacles, this is where you're like analyzing and evaluating, will I get back what I put in? Like, is my return on investment going to be there? And you're trying to make a decision which path to take. It's a crossroads, a real crossroads cards, Two of Wands. Yeah, and then we've got Three of Cups, which can talk about a reunion, getting together for drinks, or like basically it can be the card of reunion, and it's coming in fast. And the Chariot, so perhaps someone's even traveling towards you. This is the card of Cancer. So yeah, so perhaps someone is contemplating coming in and returning, Taurus, and you're evaluating and trying to make a judgment call on it, because I feel like they have been a bit of a Knight of Wands, and maybe they haven't given as much to the connection as you have in the past. That's what I'm getting, Taurus. Okay, Spirit guides, can I have the next three cards for Taurus, please? Next three cards for Taurus. All right, we have the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World. The World, Major Arcana again. So you've got the World and Judgment. You're trying to make a judgment call, I feel, Taurus, as to whether or not either to resurrect something from the past or to close out that chapter. Judgment. The World card talks about completions and endings. It's like when the Fool's gone on the Fool's journey, and it's literally they go through the full journey and then they're at the end. Okay, so it can talk about cycles ending and new ones beginning. So yeah, and you know, so for some of you it could be a judgment call on whether or not to go and do another cycle with this person, but you're losing sleep over it, right? This card is Nine of Swords is and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're spending a lot of time worrying and thinking about this, and it's probably even affecting your health and your sleep, to be honest, Taurus, so be careful of that. But yeah, next week represents big judgment call, whether or not to fully close out a cycle, I feel. But you know, Taurus, you may, because you'll take it slowly perhaps, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving knight. This is more earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you know, the Knight of Pentacles, whilst they're slow moving, they do make slow and steady progress. And you're trusting your intuition. You've got the High Priestess here, very spiritual cards. So some of you might even have strong psychic abilities or awareness or insights at this time. So whether or not you're moving slowly anyway, Taurus, is what I feel. I'm just going to clarify why the Knight of Wands is here. Spirit team, why is the Knight of Wands here for Taurus next week? Why is the Knight of Wands here for Taurus? They're taking a leap of faith to you, Taurus. Zero is the first card. Well, it's zero in tarot. It's literally the first card in the deck. It's all about starting over. So perhaps this Knight of Wands is returning. He's taking a leap of faith. Forget gender. You can flip it either way. And you're trying to make a judgment call on it. And it could even be new energy, right? The Knight of Wands might not be the person you're grieving. Perhaps this is new energy that's coming in, right? Taking a leap of faith towards you. So you'll know your story. That's all I'll say, Taurus. Like, you'll know how this is resonating for you. Underneath the deck, you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So you have, whoever this Knight of Wands is, you have a solid foundation established with them already. And they do, you know, there is the potential for happiness here. I mean, the Ten of Cups is, you know, it's happy home, happy family, you know, the pets, the dogs, the kids, the whole thing. So there is absolute potential here, Taurus, but you don't know which way to go, because you got the Two of Pentacles after that, the Empress, the Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like you're the Empress. This is Taurus and Venus. So I feel that's your energy, and perhaps this Hermit is the energy of the person that you're dealing with, card of Virgo. But look, doesn't have to be. You could be in this Hermit mode where you've just been spending a lot of time alone trying to think about a new opportunity, Ace of Pentacles, that's before you, and you're trying to make a decision on it. Right, so Taurus, here's what I'm feeling. So for many of you, this Knight of Wands could represent a new energy coming into your life that's taking a leap of faith towards you. And considering your leading energy was one of grieving and loss, perhaps you've recently come out of a connection, or a breakup or a separation, and you're losing sleep over it, and you're trying to make a decision either way towards this Knight of Wands, I feel. And you're really evaluating it. But given the amount of evaluation I feel in sleepless nights, I really feel like it's this past energy, Taurus, is what I feel. And you're just trying to decide whether or not to start a new cycle or close it out for good. That's what I'm getting. All right, Moonology. Sorry, Taurus, I'm just... You know, for some of you, this could even... There could even be a job. So some of you have lost a job recently. Then perhaps this is you really getting into that Nine of Wands energy, and really starting to passionately move towards something new. But I really feel like, given this, Taurus, I mean, you could be losing sleep about a job loss, and, you know, Seven of Pentacles is the return on investment. Maybe it's just not, reaping the rewards for you anymore, and you're trying to decide whether or not to end the cycle. So it definitely could, for some of you, be work related or career related. So you will know. Okay, let me just leave it there. Yeah, it's definitely love for a lot of you. Bottom of the deck, a new romantic cycle begins. Maybe this Knight of Wands is a new energy in Taurus, and you're giving it a lot of thought because you're probably recovering from a previous energy. All right, Spirit Team, one more for Taurus, please. Taurus, you are good enough, okay? A new cycle begins, and you are good enough. So if any of you were not feeling good enough, Taurus, right? Whether it's a job or a relationship, Spirit's here to say you're good enough. All right. Okay, bottom of the deck of the spell. Yeah, definitely. Two cards of grieving. Now, grieving doesn't mean that someone is past. I mean, I'm not saying that that couldn't happen, but this is more, you know, when we break up with someone or we leave a job, we still grieve, right? The process of loss. I feel like a lot of you have gone through some kind of loss. All right, we've got two cards of loss, and you're losing a lot of sleep over it, right? But just remember, when something ends, there's always new beginnings again, okay? Right? So, all right, let's pull one more spell casting for Taurus. Finding. Okay, perhaps you're needing some clarity or answers on something. One more, please, spirits. Finding love. I knew I had to look for a second card. Taurus, maybe this is someone new coming into your life, and you're still grieving over someone else, and you're not quite sure what decision to make or what path to take. Or perhaps this person's returning. But either way, if they are, you're going to be finding love either way. Okay, beautiful reading, Taurus. If this resonated with you, can I please ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment down below. The more we exchange energy, the more relatable these readings will become for you. You become part of my YouTube family. I would very much enjoy that. And if you also, please hit that subscribe button. That will really help my channel grow. So thank you, Taurus, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Love and light.